Started, please go over to Amazon.com and grab a copy of my book, Education in Justice. If you have an African-American son in public school, you need this book because I teach you the many ways that public schools mistreat African-American boys and what you can do to help your son. So go over there and get your copy immediately. Derek Chauvin, the murderer of George Floyd, does not deserve a pardon from Trump. It would send the wrong message at the wrong time, which is that Black lives genuinely don't matter. Now, we know many people already think that way. I get it. But let's not go back to the days when the president himself blatantly pushes such a dangerous message. Hello, everyone. I am Reverend and Civil Rights Attorney Augustus Corbett. Thank you for watching this video, and I pray that you have a great day and the rest of this week. All right, so let's get into this. What am I talking about? Recently, I listened to a video of the right-wing commentator, Ben Shapiro. He was requesting that Trump pardon Derek Chauvin of his federal murder conviction. Now, even if Trump pardoned Chauvin, it would not affect his state convictions. Let me just throw that out there. And I decided not to play the video or even read the transcript to avoid giving Shapiro any more shine than he already has received. In fact, Elon Musk reposted or retweeted Shapiro's request, and of course that sent it into the millions. So I'm not using my platform to give him any more shine other than what he may get from this video. So what I'm doing is I'm going to express my reaction to his offensive and reprehensible request to pardon the murderer of George Floyd. Now, before I go further, let's have a moment of silence for Mr. Floyd. Thank you. So first, I'll start by asking Black MAGA members whether you support Shapiro's request to pardon Chauvin. I'm asking you a simple question. Do you support this measure? If so, you're sick, just like Ben Shapiro and the others who would request this pardon. And if you don't support it, then my next question is, why are you supporting the other anti-Black policies of this anti-Black movement? At this point, these folks are spitting in the faces of all Blacks with their policies and this pardon request. I mean, think about it. It could have been you under Chauvin's knee or someone that you love. Time for you to do some serious, independent, and critical thinking about whether you should be a part of this type of movement as an African-American person, especially if you're an African-American man, because Trump has you looking really foolish, really. And we're just, 2 months into his second term. There is a lot more anti-Blackness that will come from Trump's presidency. And by the way, I'm not shilling for the Democrats because I am not a Democrat. I am not a Republican. But I am shilling for Jesus's kingdom that stands for both justice and righteousness, according to Psalm 89:14. All right? So let me be clear about something. Derek Chauvin and his fellow officers lynched George Floyd.
Make no mistake about it.
They did so in broad daylight as witnesses recorded and begged for Mr. Floyd's life. Chauvin showed no mercy, pressing his knee into Mr. Floyd's neck for over 9 minutes, ignoring all his pleas for help and all the pleas and cries of the bystanders who witnessed this. It was reprehensible, sad, whatever word you want to use. As the life drained from Mr. Floyd's body, he called for his mother and said goodbye to other family members. And what was his crime? I'll tell you what it was. Being a black man in America. That was his crime. Being a black man in America. The media reported that he tried to pass a fake or counterfeit $20 bill. But I don't think the state even charged him with that. And if they did, they didn't prove it. And even if they had proved it, it would not and should not have resulted in his death. Passing a fake $20 bill in most states would be a misdemeanor, probably punishable by a fine only, something insignificant. Again, it certainly did not deserve being choked to death or lynched the way he was. Police claimed he resisted arrest, but we saw the videotape. And what we
want to extend your buying power? Get the secured Self Visa credit card. No hard pull or score needed. Build credit as you use it and make on-time payments. Unlock spending power.
What we actually saw was Mr. Floyd was apparently suffering from claustrophobia, and he panicked when officers attempted to force him into a small back seat of a small car, and he was a big man, handcuffed. So that caused him to have anxieties, and he simply begged, that they would just get a larger vehicle because he was afraid of getting in the back. His visceral reaction to being placed in the back of that car was one of panic and anxiety, not resisting. As an attorney, and even in my personal life, I've seen situations like that be avoided by some person, some cop just having a little humanity and calling for a larger vehicle. And that would have took care of that Floyd situation, and he would still be living. The country would not have been set off into turmoil, and his families wouldn't still be grieving today, just by showing a little humanity to this black man. That's all it took. Now, let's talk about Chauvin's federal charges, since those are the ones that Shapiro wants Trump to pardon. All right, so first and most importantly, Chauvin admitted guilt. He didn't take his case to trial. He pled guilty to the charges the federal prosecutors lodged against him. So I'm not understanding what Shapiro is trying to do here. Mr. Chauvin pled guilty to those charges. And he was not without a lawyer. He had a lawyer representing him. And yet, in federal court, he admitted he violated George Floyd's civil rights and caused his death. Additionally, Chauvin appealed. He appealed. Now, here in the state of Texas, if you plead guilty to something, you typically waive your right of way to appeal that agreement or that conviction. But in any event, Mr. Chauvin was shown favor by allowing him to appeal despite the fact that he pled guilty. Okay? And as a result of that appeal, a federal judge recently granted Mr. Chauvin's request to examine Mr. Floyd's heart tissue, reportedly over objections from federal prosecutors. Now, on an unfortunate note, let me say this. A fellow inmate brutally stabbed Mr. Chauvin, causing him serious bodily injuries. So we pray that God protects him and grants him mercy. That would be more than he gave Mr. Floyd. Nevertheless, we issue that prayer on his behalf. Now let's switch our attention to the merits of the state's case or cases since Shapiro attacked the evidence in those state cases. All right, so first, the charges that the state of Minnesota lodged against Derek Chauvin were second-degree unintentional murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter. And he was convicted on all three. Now, what evidence did the state prosecutors use against Mr. Chauvin? Well, they used the evidence that a neutral judge admitted based on rules of evidence. The judge is the gatekeeper, and as such, he uses the rules of evidence to determine whether or not what's being offered is in fact admissible. Okay? So, what was really critical in this case was, what was the cause of death? All right, the cause of Mr. Floyd's death was, again, a key issue in the case. And basically, it bottomed out to the battle of the medical experts. Both the state had its experts and the defense had their experts. Now, the defense medical expert, Dr. David Fowler, a former Maryland chief medical examiner, argued that Mr. Floyd died from a combination of pre-existing heart conditions, drug use, fentanyl to be exact, and environmental factors, not asphyxiation from Chauvin's restraint. Okay, that's what the defense expert offered as the cause of death. Okay.
Close your eyes and imagine you at peace with tax forms by your side.
Okay, again, environmental factors, heart condition, drug use. Now, the prosecution's medical experts, a man named Dr. Martin Tobin, I watched his testimony. It was very compelling. He is a renowned pulmonologist, and he debunked Dr. Fowler's claims. And he demonstrated that positional asphyxia caused Mr. Floyd's death. Specifically, the state's medical expert, based on decades of experience as a lung doctor, said Mr. Chauvin's knee on George Floyd's neck restricted his breathing. It was not, he said.
Let's hear that one more time.
Expert offered as the cause of death.
Sorry.
What's being offered
His name.
is in fact admissible. Okay? So, what was really critical in this case was, what was the cause of death? All right, the cause of Mr. Floyd's death was, again, a key issue in the case. And basically, it bottomed out to the battle of the medical experts. Both the state had its experts and the defense had their experts. Now, the defense medical expert, Dr. David Fowler, a former Maryland chief medical examiner, argued that Mr. Floyd died from a combination of pre-existing heart conditions, drug use, fentanyl to be exact, and environmental factors, not asphyxiation from Chauvin's restraint. Okay, that's what the defense expert offered as the cause of death. Okay, again, environmental factors, heart condition, drug use. Now, the prosecution's medical experts, a man named Dr. Martin Tobin, I watched his testimony. It was very compelling. He is a renowned pulmonologist, and he debunked Dr. Fowler's claims. And he demonstrated that positional asphyxia caused Mr. Floyd's death. Specifically, the state's medical expert, based on decades of experience as a lung doctor, said Mr. Chauvin's knee on George Floyd's neck restricted his breathing. It was not, he said, the result of drug use, environmental factors, and heart conditions. He disputed that. And then the fact finders in the case, the jury, not Ben Shapiro, they believed the state's medical experts and not the defense medical expert. I've been there many times in trial, and it's basically a battle between some experts, in this case, medical experts. And the fact finders of the case, that would be the jury members, not the judge if it's a jury trial, but the jury, not spectators, not right-wing commentators, not the prosecutor, no one but the jury, who sat in there and listened to the evidence for weeks, every day listening to evidence. And they again did not buy the defense's medical experts' opinion. And keep in mind, those jury members, they were handpicked by the state and the defense. Both the state and the defense handpicked those jury members. And they were sworn to serve. They were under oath. Okay, they were Mr. Chauvin's peers. And the judge instructed them on Minnesota law. And again, where were they as the trial proceeded? In the courtroom, watching and listening all the evidence, seeing it all. And pursuant to their deliberations, they decided that the state's medical experts' opinion was the creditable and the believable opinion. And so they found Mr. Chauvin guilty on all three charges and beyond all reasonable doubt. So justice was served. However, Mr. Chauvin exercised his right to appeal, and he did appeal certain issues. And the result of that appeal was the Minnesota Appeals Court rejected his appeal and upheld his conviction. And then it was appealed to the Minnesota Supreme Court. It too rejected Mr. Chauvin's appeal and upheld his conviction.
I'm Sarah, and I'm an attorney here at Atticus. It's no secret that getting
Moreover, the United States Supreme Court refused to even hear the matter. So in the state cases, the evidence appears to have been very overwhelming, just given the fact that a Minnesota Court of Appeals rejected his appeal, the Minnesota Supreme Court rejected his appeal, and the United States Supreme Court said, no, we're not even looking at it. So I went through that about the state's evidence to go after what Mr. Shapiro calls Mr. Chauvin being unjustly convicted. I don't see the injustice here. If I did, I would say so. I am a defense attorney. So I am an attorney who is typically defending the folks accused of crimes. And so I would not sit here and defend what I thought would be unjust. Once again, he had a very good trial lawyer. He had a top medical expert. He had 3 opportunities to appeal. I mean, he really got a whole lot more than many of, African-American men, especially when they're in court, when they got to go to trial. They don't get all that because oftentimes they don't have the resources for all of that. Mr. Chauvin it's my understanding that he received a lot of donations from around the country. So he was able to do every bit of that, and then he just got a whole lot of favor just being a police officer. So, no, he does not deserve a pardon from Trump. Now, what about the aftermath of Mr. Floyd's lynching? What about that? Just think about all the stuff that went down after his lynching. First, the world recoiled at how Mr. Chauvin treated Mr. Floyd. It was inhumane. And it caused protests to erupt not only in America, but around the world. Diverse groups of people, including many white Americans, took to the streets demanding police accountability and systemic reform. So Mr. Shapiro talks about the $2 billion that were spent because of the protests. He doesn't give the context. He doesn't tell the whole truth about that. And he sort of started his argument out with the protests because he knows that that will probably get a rise out of Trump. Now, from the ashes of Mr. Floyd's murder, many believe the nation was at this sort of precipice of some sort of racial reckoning. I never believed it, but that's what some people were saying. You know, would America finally confront its deeply rooted racial injustices, its systemic racism? And the answer became very clear from the very top of the government. No. No. President Trump at that time made it pretty clear. All right? And MAGA was right on board. And what MAGA was doing basically was defending white supremacy. MAGA saw Floyd's lynching not as a tragedy, nor a call for racial justice. No, they saw it as a threat to white dominance. To them, the nationwide uprising represented lawlessness and rebellion and an attack on the status quo. So the divide between those fighting for racial justice and those clinging to white supremacy has only deepened since 2020. With Mr. Trump's reelection, angry white men feel emboldened, and they're rallying behind Trump's anti-Black, anti-DEI, anti-civil rights policies and his Take Back America rhetoric. Okay? When Chauvin admitted to the guilt and the evidence in the case was reviewed by multiple courts and upheld those convictions, okay, is nothing more than a MAGA dog whistle. That's all it is. Mr. Chauvin was not treated unjustly or unfairly. He was given resources to really fight his case all the way to the highest level of our court system, to the United States Supreme Court, to the highest level in the state of Minnesota. And once again, they upheld his conviction. So what is this? Again, it's a dog whistle. It's a MAGA dog whistle. It has nothing to do with the facts of Mr. Floyd's case. Nothing. Instead, it is a symbolic strike against racial justice itself. It intends to quieten down any sort of fight for racial justice, any push for racial justice. It's all a part of MAGA's plan. It's all a part of Trump's plan. And if we wanted to just make it simple, it's really no more than just plain simple hatred. So in closing, let me just say, Ben Shapiro's pardon request, it's not about the law. It's not about evidence. No. It's about appeasing the same angry white men who view any challenge to systemic racism as an existential threat to white dominance. So basically, the fight for justice continues. The fight for justice continues. And you cannot, no matter how much you want to, you cannot put your head in the sand. You cannot just overlook it and be just sort of willfully blind to what is happening here. So my prayers and deepest respect go out to the Floyd family, who just happens to be from my neck of the woods back in North Carolina. Yes. All right, so Derek Chauvin does not deserve a pardon from Donald Trump for his federal convictions, nor does he deserve a pardon in the state of Minnesota for his convictions. All right, I am Reverend and Civil Rights Attorney Augustus Corbett. Remember, stay woke.
Oh, good day, family. Good day and gratitude. I started listening to him and I wanted to finish it and stuff because, as you know, they are trying to release Derek Chauvin. And I just saw Richard Rashad. What's his name? Rashad Ritchie. He was just saying that they really trying to push friend Derek Chauvin. And let's get some shout outs. And I just want to give my input that, you know, because it hits home. All these things right here, all these hits and these attacks, don't react to it. Don't get out there and try to protest against it and stuff, because that's what white America is waiting on. That's what the government is waiting on. That possibly is when the King Alfred plan is going to kick in behind one of these provocations. Whatever the reason is, watch your back and don't get yourself caught up in nothing, because the King Alfred plan is waiting on some activation. All of these things are. Where is my receipt at for that? So many of these agendas and stuff, they just waiting to be activated. They're waiting to be activated. And as I said before, the King Alfred plan is when everybody and their mama finna find a reason to attack, to come down on black men, and the police will be called. It's all of this right here is an orchestrated plan. You know, none of this was sincere. I don't feel like on any front helping us and our people. I don't think there was any sincerity on nothing. You know, and people let it happen. Society will let this happen again. This is just, it's a lot. It's a lot happening to us. And I want to say, too, I just seen it this morning. Y'all, they done played us for a fool again. The one-day boycott, the first time that I was really intentional, that I'm finna get on code with Black America. I'm finna do this one-day boycott with Black America, you know, with us, to finally do something to start keeping our money longer. So I was like, yeah, I was really into the one day, and I did it too. I didn't buy nothing. And come find out, y'all, today I was listening to a brother I had never heard before. It was just in my suggestions of, you know, the algorithm and stuff. So I clicked on it. Honey, another man done made $100 million off of that one day boycott that we did. John Schwartz or something like that. You can look it up. He was the one that thought of the idea. So I'm just like, wow, you know, that's how all of this worked. Which, you know, I've decided for me, I don't shop at these big box stores anyway. I don't like none of them. I ain't got to go in unless I need something. And then I'm running in and running out. Because I don't like them. They just not my vibe, my frequency. I don't like being in them big box stores. They ain't got nothing for me. They don't need me going up in there spending no $200 in Walmart and Target and stuff. For what? Every week? No. I don't do that shopping and stuff. I don't get into it like that. You know, when it comes to spending my money. Of course, you know, if I had money like you had, then it'd probably be a little bit more difficult. But those of us that don't have the funds like that, it's going to be real easy for us because it ain't a normal part of our life anyway. I prefer bookstores and, you know, look secondhand, if you will. You know, that I prefer that to a whole outfit with Gucci on it or anything. Yeah, just take me to a bookstore. I'll be fine with that. You know, but for me, I've decided that I was gonna do more with my money and stuff. You know, I already don't shop at big box stores and stuff. This gonna be fairly easy for me. So I looked up, and I done lost all them notes I took this morning. Y'all hear this, I think. And I got us some black sites, some black apps. When you looking, it don't even matter where you at, y'all. The green travel book that we had when we were traveling that we need today, this right here is kind of like that. And I'm going to give us a couple of sites. Let me see where he at. Yeah. Now, see, if he was in the airfare and the air travel, they would have been there to help who they going to help. But I digress, because that just goes to prove to me, in my opinion, that everything that is being created and invented and stuff, it ain't for the benefit of mankind. Anybody with a mind, with common sense, would know that if anybody needs to be traveling in the air, if we need to make air traffic for anything, it needs to be the emergency personnel. You know, that's just it, and that's all. Ask a child that. Ask your baby that when they come home and stuff, or, you know, ask them, what do you think about air travel? If it was anything in the sky and stuff, what vehicle do you think would be in the sky? You know how you should put it to your baby and stuff. I bet them babies gonna be like the ambulance. The ambulance, the only one need to hair up and go where they going. It don't need to be regular cars and stuff. Let me get the fundamentals out the way, because you know we got to do that until we ain't got to do it no more. I'm Face the Nation. We are on Bolden Unchained. We're here to assist Black America and Black media. Yes, with the uncovering, y'all, of the many agendas, projects, operations, laws, codes, events, experiments, bills, acts, plans, y'all. It's so many agendas against Black America. I had no idea. I can admit that every day. I didn't have no idea that all of this was orchestrated against Black America. It's bigger than us. This is bigger than our life on here. You know, we might live 93, 103. This right here is bigger than that. This is the longest grudge I ever knew on this land right here. It's still going on. How long is this grudge going to continue on our people? See, we got to try to see the end means that these people got in mind here, because they got one. They have one. So we're here for Black America. We look at through a spiritual lens of loyalty, resilience, and education. Because for me, that's where I'm at. This is my house right here now, where you at. That's where I'm at. So you're going to have to be on code with me and stuff. I need to know, Black America needs to know, who are we loyal to? Where does our loyalty stand? Who got our loyalty? Do our ancestors even have our loyalty? I didn't know about all of Tulsa, all of the race massacres. I had no idea about any of this that my people went through. I'm still on the other screen. Let me get brother off of here. But yeah, let me give some shout outs. Good day, Kevin. Yep, we sure do. Yep. And I know I'm very, very passionate about my ancestors and stuff. But honey, I'm on the right side with my passion. Sure is, because I didn't know about none of this. If I had known about this, if any of us had known about these things growing up, we would be in a different situation right now. We wouldn't be under all this oppression with white folks, because we would have known to not trust them like that, to not give them our all. And that's what we did. We gave white America our all. They took it and they using it against us, still to this very day. So, you know, that's where I'm at right here with this. We got to learn this. Now that I know, oh yeah, we got to know this. I can't keep this to myself. How am I supposed to keep all of this to myself, knowing that my family, my friends' family, my neighbor, my cousins, little nieces, nephews, little babies, yours? How can I keep any of this to myself, knowing that we are in a burning house? And I know that the whole world is on fire, but guess what? We can't put the world out. The world gonna have to handle itself. The world is going through its transformation, just like we are. And if we run to the rescue of the world and stuff, we still gonna be suffering in this same situation we in. So see, we're gonna have to go through this so we can come out of it. We're gonna have to go through this so we can come out of it. We ain't even begin to read Underground Railroad. I just found it. Finally, it was on the shelf right there. We're gonna get to all of this because I want to know what's wrong with my people. Yeah, I see dysfunction in everybody. It is. It's in everybody. You can turn on the news and you'll see some other group of people done killed their spouse and stuff. Violence against themselves and stuff. Indian on Indian, white on white violence. It's everywhere. Everybody got it in their community. So when I first heard about black on black crime and stuff, it made it seem like, oh, that was the only type of violence of one against themselves, their own people. But that's in everybody's community. Ours is a little bit more, a whole lot more, considering where we come from and how we treat each other. Our natural compassion for each other. This right here is very extreme. And you know why? It's because of white America. That's the only thing I can come up with. Everything that I've been learning, done read about, everything that I done witnessed, the education, drug use, the dysfunctional family, the toxic day-to-day living, our toxic mindset, is because of white America. Everything is because of white America. Who put all the drugs in the communities? When I watched Black Panther, 1985, I ain't even watched our brother, Chadwick. I haven't even watched the other Black Panther and stuff. I just always watched Black Panther 1985 with Huey and them. How did the drugs get in our communities? White folks. The government. White folks did it. Everything led back to them. So that's why. And my opinion ain't changed. My opinion has not changed. The one, the sole, the only culprit I can come up with is white America. It's white America. And I know I speak a lot on Black America because that's where I'm at. I didn't know none of this was going on for us. You know, I didn't know that, what was it, like 19 million Africans, men, women, and children were killed, were slaughtered. And it was like millions of Black women were sterilized. Yeah, didn't even know it. And to me, it's America. America got her hands in everything, got her feet in everything. Yes. You know, so yeah, I'm here for education too. And the resilience. Because we need to know about the resilience, y'all. Our ancestors survived being literally hunted down. Yes, honey, them movies, The Twilight. Can you imagine when Jacob and them, whichever one of them was, that turned to the wolf and that pack took out through that wilderness? Can you imagine that's our ancestors that they chasing through them woods? Yes, it's like that in my mind. I don't know how we see it, what was going on during these times right here. But I know what I see, and I know my ancestors saw the devil. They saw Satan. If they could tell us, they would. I mean, it literally morphosized in front of them. You can't tell me John Hartfield and Jesse Washington and Maurice Mays. You can't tell me that Mary Turner did not see it. I don't believe that shit. I mean, hell, when you can sit there and morph from what you portraying yourself to be to what you really are when you in the throes of it. It can't be forgotten about, y'all. It can't be ignored. We can't do it no more. No, it's out of our hands. It's been out of our hands. We were supposed to never forget. If you ask me, we weren't even supposed to forgive this right here. That's y'all mentality, Black America. Because of religion, you must forgive for you. No, you don't. Dr. Francis Cresswell said you ain't got to forgive nobody if you don't want to. You can say, no, I'm not forgiving this. And live your life. What, it's going to make it hard on you? Because you say, no, I'm not forgiving nothing that happened to Mary Turner. I'm not forgiving nothing that happened to Emmett Till. And I did forgive. Just like y'all, Black America. I forgave everything that I knew about. everything. Even when I learned about Tulsa, I forgave Tulsa. Then I learned that damn, it was Rosewood, Greenwood, Wilmington, it was New York, Chicago, so many race riots. It was Elaine, Arkansas massacre. So now I'm to the point where now I don't forgive nothing. I don't forgive nothing for nobody but my ancestors. The ones that get my forgiveness, my benefit of the doubt, my faith and my loyalty is my ancestors. That's why I got to give it to while I'm here and when I leave from here. Because when I leave from here, I'm not going with these folks there either. I'm not going with white folks nowhere. No. Black America, you have been bamboozled. You've been made a fool and a motherfucking dummy. You better wake up. You better wake up because white folks got it. They already got it wrote down. Yep. They already writing the future now. Folks gonna be so surprised. You mean to tell me it really was black people? It really was black. Because they gonna wipe you out. They trying to wipe you out, Black America. That's what it is. That's what everybody is saying. I'm trying to put it all together for you. That's what everybody's saying. It looked to me like that's what everybody is allowing. Because after George, and let's give a moment of silence for George Floyd. Yep. Yep, that's our brother. And like Brother Corbett said, it could have been any one of us. It could have been any one of us. After George Floyd, that was our opportunity again to save our people. That's when we were supposed to kick in, start patrolling our communities. Get your asses up out of here. Get your asses up out of here. We were supposed to come forward with, with our organizations and stuff, asking us and stuff, what do y'all want to see happen? How can we make this happen and stuff? Somebody would have said, yeah, the Black Panther Party wanted us to patrol our own communities. But ain't nobody want to hear from the people. Ain't nobody want to hear from the people because we still would have been progressing from that. Now we at a standstill if we ain't rolled back. Because now you done open the way for the robot dogs and the humanoids. I got a list of the robots, y'all. I'm confused here. You got humanoid robots, then you got AI robots, then you got robot dogs, y'all. It's like a whole, yeah, it's a lot of them. I find it with all this paper and stuff. But, and it wasn't Bing 78, it's Bing 48, the black robot. They even slapped an ugly wig on that robot. It looked like to me, I ain't seen it in years, though. I ain't seen it in years. I'm gonna look it up. We're gonna go one by one on them robots and stuff. So much. See, so much. I didn't know. I had no idea. I failed myself, my mama, my daddy, my grandmama, my granddaddy, my cousins, my auntie, the babies, my babies, us. I failed my people. Yeah, I'm hungry, y'all, because I'm trying to fast again. I'm just trying to fast. I'm drinking some water. Because like brother was saying, I was listening to this morning. I'm going to get to that. Let me get to this right here first because I'm just holding on to this thing. Copyright disclaimer under 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and resources. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. And why is fair use like this? Why it gotta be in, make me think it's an ulterior motive to this right here. But then everything do, because everything is so flip for us and stuff. It's always so shady. You gotta look behind the curtain. You gotta read between the lines and stuff. And we in the thick of it. We so caught up in our lifestyle. Like it is and stuff, this illusion of inclusion. We really think we part of it and stuff, but honey, it's edging us out right now. You can't see it. You cannot see it edging us out right now. This whole new world that's being built, that's actually is going now. It's in front of you now. It ain't for us. This is to me, it seems like this right here gonna be some new type of enslavement for the few numbers that we do have that survive. I mean, like these smart cities, these 15-minute cities, who is these cities supposed to be for? That's what I want to know, first of all, about that. Who y'all making these smart cities for? Can we get some context on why you're doing all of this, because obviously you're doing it anyway. It's being done anyway. I forgot the sister that said, silence is complacent when we don't say nothing. How many of us knew this? How many of us got the power, got the courage, the testicular fortitude to speak to our people and let our people know? I know it ain't very many of us, but that's because we ain't talking to each other. We not letting each other know where our power is. It's just so much. But yeah, I digress. Yep, I digress. But back to the boycotting and stuff. I did it for a day. I was telling y'all, let's do it for a day. Now I said that we got to do it for life, though. That one day was good. I hope it make you feel good. It made me feel real good, honey. Yes, I was like, I ain't spending nothing. Of course, I didn't have nobody like Sabrina. I could call her and be like, hey, Sabrina, girl, yeah, today is boycott day. I ain't spending a dime or a dollar, but I'm going to need a favor from you. Yes, Sabrina, I need you to go to the check cashing place and get me a $200 money order. So I didn't have no, friends and stuff like that. Them friends and stuff like that. But, but I did it. I didn't spend nothing. I didn't buy nothing. I still ain't really went and bought nothing. But I found this morning when I heard that they played us for a fool, a white man won 100. He literally won. I don't know. He got all the money, $100 million. We're going to find out how. I might play that man's video so we can see what he's talking about and stuff. But what I did was, y'all, I went ahead and found me some Black-owned business apps across all the states. So wherever you are, if you're traveling and stuff, you got friends and family in these other states and stuff, call them and let them know where to go so they can start going and stuff. Because, see, we got to do this for us. It can't be just one day. And brother was saying anybody can do something for one day. Yep. I could get through fasting for one day. But see, my mind is not on the aspect of fasting. It's just that I'm too busy to eat. We all done did that. You done been too busy to eat. You were running late for school. They didn't have nothing you wanted at lunch. So you just drunk some water. You drunk some apple juice or whatever juice they had in the lunch. On the lunch menu and stuff. Then you got home and stuff. Ain't nobody cook nothing. So, you end up studying, doing your running, going yoga, whatever you be doing. Then you took your ass home and went to sleep. You just had a long day. So anybody can do something for one day. But see, the work gonna come. And this shadow work, it's gonna pay off for you. See, when I hit that second day and I done went without eating, and I get on here and you be like, damn, Faze, what's wrong with you? Oh, I ain't ate, y'all. You can hear my stomach growling. You ain't gonna know what's going on over here and stuff. But see, that second day, that's when I start seeing the abundance and the prosperity. That's when it'll intentionally start paying off. It's paying off now during that first day. Don't get me wrong. Because, yeah, you don't need to be eating all that pork and carcinogens anyway. You don't need to be drinking all that pus and blood and stuff anyway, eating all that dead carcass. So that one day right there, you didn't get to eat because your ass was too busy. You didn't have no money, what have you. But it still benefit you. But on that second day, that's when you really going to find the benefits. And, that third day is when them benefits kick in. Because, that's when your body, on the third day, that's when your body starts eating whatever's ailing your body. Whatever is hurting you, harming your body, then your body starts taking it out of there because your body got to have something to eat and stuff. It's a process. You got to know what you're doing and you got to know how to do it. That's probably why I look like, I lost weight really fast, just slacking up meat. And I started with pork first. Yep, I started with pork first because when I learned that the pig don't sweat, and I was like, damn, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. You mean tell me this pig ain't sweating? So, that kind of helped me out. And I love bacon, I'm going to tell you. And pork chops, what? Man, pork chops with mashed potatoes and gravies and just potatoes. Just tomatoes, red tomatoes. That is so good. I think that was one of my first meals that I cooked when I left my mama when I was 16. Worst thing I ever did. Don't ever let your babies leave you without having reached that matureness that they need. Yeah, if you can, just don't do it. Let them know, baby, it's okay. You can get an apartment right across the street. I won't be over there running your house. I won't be bothering you. But don't let us just run out there and stuff, because that's my biggest regret in my whole life, leaving my mama and my grandmama and my aunties and stuff. Y'all, I left my village. Yep, I left the village. I was so distracted out there and just started fucking up, making wrong decisions. You know, and I take accountability for that, but regrets is hard. It's really hard. Now I can't make it up to her because she gone. Everybody gone. My mama gone. My daddy gone. My grandmama. My great-grandmama gone. But I digress, though, you know. We got to make amends now. Do the best we can now. That's all I can do. And my mama know I talk to her every day. You know, I want to make my amends to her and stuff. And I want her to be proud of me. You know, I know it broke her heart. I did. We did these things. So let's just make it right now. That's all we can do. Let's make it right now. So yeah, let your friends and family know, girl, I know you done moved down there to Texas and stuff, but check out this app right here and find out where your black business is at. I don't know, you might not even have to go to like the dollar store. It just depends on how you shop. You know, if I do be going and stuff to get some, it might be like the dollar store, the Dollar Tree. You know, that's because I ain't going into Walmart. I ain't going into Target and stuff. So, you know, yeah, let me run my ass in the Dollar Tree. And, you know, I just supplement it, make it work and stuff. I don't want to do what I don't want to do. But anyway, here are these apps, y'all. Look them up because I done started looking them up. And I done started subscribing to their emails and stuff. Just check them out for where you at. Wherever you at right now, type in these apps. I hope you got your pen and paper. That's what everybody be saying. See, I'm growing. You got to grow with this. You know, and I want to have something for us, some solutions. You know, if it's good enough for me to try it and stuff, it's good enough for you, it's good enough for us. I'm not going to do nothing wrong for myself, to my people. I've done all the wrong that I intentionally or unintentionally have done in my life to my people. I'm not finna sacrifice my people for nobody else. No more. Not even you. So if you don't understand anything that I'm telling my people and stuff, then that's too bad. Go on over there with sister, you know, and forgive. Because I don't right here. Not for my people. And that ain't the worst. See, I'm gonna have to, and it ain't even bad. You know, what y'all consider as the worst, it ain't even bad, y'all. It's the best thing that can happen to you forever and ever and ever and ever more. Oh, you're gonna be so free. I know, right? But write down these apps. Black-owned businesses across the states. That's what they're gonna give you and stuff. I put in daycares and didn't come up with nothing. But I guess I gotta go in and put in a wider area. Like just instead of where I'm at, put in where I'm at in the next sister city next to you. I'm in Minneapolis. I put in Minneapolis and St. Paul and see what it pulled up and stuff. This different. It's different than just going to Facebook and scrolling. That's about the extent of my knowledge on social media and stuff. I like to read. But, you know, this different. It might be a little intimidating. Just hang in there with it because it's going to pay off for you. The first one is BLAP. BLAPP. And you can go to BLAP app. BLAPPAPP.com. Yep. BLAPapp.com. And I looked up the owner of that. The founder, his name is John Laster. He's the founder and CEO. And BLAP it'll help us find black-owned businesses, and it'll help business owners in utilizing new technology so you can get your business out there and stuff. You can get your business out there. I don't know if it's physical businesses or, you know, a brick and mortar physical businesses, local or your online business. But go to it and see, because I am. It's time for us to evolve, you know. I'm sure you know that and stuff. Yeah, I'm sure you know that. I guess put your channel, your site in my chat. Because, you know, I even done got a little distracted from reading the comments and stuff. So put it in the chat and stuff for each other and stuff. And that way when I see it and stuff, oh, we know to go to your channel and stuff. And I'm waiting on merchandise from the Defiant Lawyers Network. Yep, I couldn't get the book though, y'all. I didn't have enough money for the book, but I did buy us something. And I think it's in today. I have to go see. And the next one, y'all, is Black Dollar. Yeah, Black Dollar. And that's the founder is Clayton Keck. ClaytonKeck. And I didn't write down anything for Black Dollar because I had just seen this morning. I just saw brother talking about it this morning, and I was like, damn, you mean to tell us Al sold us out? Al Sharpton sold us out. But I don't know politics and all these politicians and stuff. You know, all I know is what little bit I read in Dr. Claude Anderson's Powernomics. And we're going to read that too. Because if I'm not mistaken, did he say it's 9,000 black people on this political bird? And ain't nobody helping us, but I digress. We'll wait till we get to it. I'm trying to get there as fast as I can, but reading is it ain't really easy when you're reading to everybody and stuff. You're reading out loud. Yeah, you know how hard it is when your baby be reading and stuff, and until they get used to it, they standing up there because you tell them to get up and stand up and read, and they get up and start reading, and they be like, black dollar, yeah, Clayton Keck. You know, it's difficult at first, but it gets easier. Everything do. So you know, yeah, I'll hang in there with it. But yeah, to think that Al sold us out. You know, I thought the money was going to black businesses, black people and stuff. You know, I don't really know how I thought that one day was. I just know that, you know, for me, save our dollars. Save our dollars. Because at one time we kept $1 for 11 days in our community. At one time we were the main ones that held $1 in our communities. And then slowly white folks chipped that away from us. Now we don't even hold $1 for 30 minutes. If you right across from the store, you won't hold that dollar for 10 minutes. If you can go over there and get you a box of Red Hots, find 5 cents, a nickel and 3 pennies on the way for the tax. You know, I'm just saying. But yeah, so you can go to blackapp.com, blackdollar.com, and then the other one is official Black Wall Street. Yeah, and that's 5 websites, and these apps right here will help us support our black businesses. And then, you know, see if you can get your business on there too. And I Am Black Business. You can go to I Am Black Business. You can go to Eat Okra, y'all. Eat Okra got like more than 9,000 black-owned restaurants, eateries, food trucks all across the country, y'all. It was founded in 2016 too. So that's Eat Okra. And it served more than 350,000 people. Yep. So that's Eat Okra. I'll be doing some more research on it and stuff, and let y'all know, because that's what I want to do for me and my people. I want to spend my money where it's wanted at. I do, and I am. Oh, and then Black Effect, the Black Effect Network.com. And it shows, it's got shows like the Black Tech Green Money. Oh, that's technical stuff right there. Yeah, you, your husband, your sister, your cousin, anybody into technology and stuff like that, you need to let them know about blackeffectnetwork.com. And it's got shows of stories of black entrepreneurs and technologists, ours, as well as actionable advice and wealth building strategies, y'all, from a black perspective. Because we know we ain't got no financial literacy. I ain't got no financial literacy. I need your financial channel. It's some that I do be listening to what I was before. It's been a couple of months now because I've been into this. But it's some that I would listen to, but I would love to be listening and learning from y'all's financial literacy classes too, because we need to learn about finances. You know, it's going to be like $16 million. Is that million or billion? Oh, $16 trillion transferred over the next 20 years. Yeah, you know. So we got to get in on all of this. And we can, because we're so intelligent, y'all. That little anxiety that we do feel, it's just because it's new to you. It's just like a new pair of shoes. When you put that new pair of shoes on, you got to break them in. Feel like you're walking on plastic for about 3 minutes. And then you break them in a little bit and you can begin to walk in them. Before you know it and stuff, it's like you've been having these shoes for months. Time to get rid of them. I'm just saying, that's Black America. You know, but yeah, everything is just a challenge at first. And it's hosted by Will Lucas, and he's an entrepreneur too, y'all. And he's a content creator and brand manager at Afrotech. Just put in Afrotech. I know it's all different to me. It is all. And Afrotech, y'all, is the largest, the world's largest Black tech digital platform and conference. Yep. And it says here, what was that? Black Tech Green Money is the podcast for Black entrepreneurs and moguls in the making. You can follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and X. And you can listen to them on iHeartRadio. And that other little sign, I guess that's Spotify. I don't know. But I just want to give our updates on that right there because they don't need to be playing with us. You know, these politicians and stuff, they think this is a joke. They don't need to be playing with us. They have lied and sacrificed us for too long. Too long. They've been sitting up there looking good, sitting fat up on the hog and stuff, you know, getting everything. They got their little fame, they got their little fortune, you know, they got their little luxury pillows and stuff and their posh lifestyles. Everybody know them. Some folks respect them. People follow them, listen to them and stuff, but they ain't done nothing for our people. They done sit up there and let everything, I wish I could find that agenda. Where is it at? They done sit up there and let everything pass right by them. Pass right by them. Make me think, damn, did y'all give them all of these strategies to use against us? I mean, you sitting at the table with them. You hear them talking about Project Bluebeam. You hear them. Whatever it is, whatever bill, law. These the text right here, what I was looking for a while ago. But it's like sitting there and, you know, they're going to bring up let's say the weather thing right there. And you sitting at the table and stuff, and it passed your lap to sign this. We need this signed on all across the board. Everybody got to sign this. So when it comes to your department in your industry and stuff, you know, the politicians, there's so many facets of the political that I don't even know. I think Black America should have crashed that bird a long time ago. We should have crashed that political bird a long time ago. And I feel like, you know, when these things pass across their laps and stuff, you know, and they sitting at the round table and they sign their signature stuff, do they be like, oh, yeah, let's hit Katrina first. Let's hit New Orleans first. Yep, Katrina number one. I mean, is that how it go? Is that what Black people setting up in these seats doing? You know, giving them, well, you know, New Orleans is very vulnerable. You know, New Orleans would succumb if all the waters rush in and break the dams. Is that what Black people doing when you finally reach that pinnacle of success? And you actually in a position to say, no, that right there, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. You can't do that. We're not going to allow you to put this weather system in place and target any group of people, not just my people, but you wouldn't use that heart and target white people's communities. So why am I going to sign this right here and let you target Black people's communities? So see, Black people, if you ain't going to sit at that table and do what you're supposed to do for Black people, then you shouldn't be there. It ain't good enough to say, hey, I got to sit here and then I know that's what they had. If I don't do this, they're going to kick me out. Then get your ass kicked out. At that point, you should get up and walk out and go start your own build your own table. Build your own table. Let our people know. Now I'm not over there no more because they want to push this HAARP weather system and weaponize it against Black people. So I jumped off that bird, that political bird. I don't even know whichever side you're on. I jumped off that bird and got our own bird. We got our own political bird. We got our own political party, so to speak. Why come Black people couldn't do that? We're going to find out in this book right here, Powernomics, that Black people truly, really have always sold us out. And then you still sit up there, and I see you on the news and stuff, and I still don't know who they is and stuff, you know. I don't know what happened to Al, you know, and he ended up like he is. And there are the others. I just know the courageous ones that work for us that I learned about and stuff, they gone now. Now we got a bunch of sapsuckers sitting up in there, letting everything. They letting all of this. Did nobody even know about Project Bluebeam? MK Ultra, the Philadelphia Experiment, Operation Paperclip, Secret Space Program, Operation Mockingbird. How? All of this right here. How? And then I wrote King Alfred Plan because that was the only one I knew. And then, you know, a few years ago, we learned about Agenda 21. You had to know. I'm gonna go through and do some research on all of them, and then we'll come back and talk about them because, hell, why not? It's out there on the internet. Everything is on the internet now. Everything is like information right at your fingertips, Black America. The only reason why you scared of it is because of white folks. That's the only reason why we scared of it, because of white folks. But white folks have done so much to us. Honey, you got to put that fear aside. We got to put that fear aside. We can't even imagine what's waiting for our children and stuff. I'm like, how the hell is this supposed to be when Sabrina and Karen bust the door down and tell sister, you know, yeah, you re-enslaved. You and all these kids right here. Get y'all ass out in the backyard and pick them greens and stuff. Cut that grass with them scissors. You know, get in there and polish that woodwork. How's all that supposed to work for y'all Black women? My sisters, my brothers, how's that supposed to work for y'all? Is y'all gonna say, okay, well, you be the first wife, Karen, and I'll be the second wife? Well, he thought about none of this. All of this been weaponized against us. I didn't know any of it, but now that I do, I'm just telling my opinions. I know everybody thinking different than me, because ain't nobody thinking about Black America. Ain't nobody thinking about what does this mean for us, you know? And then when we see everything being built up, how can we think any of this is for us, here or there? None of it make any sense, you know, but we feel like we'll be blaspheming, and we feel like we'll be cursing God if we ask some questions, but we won't. We won't. I felt like that too for a long time. Thought I wasn't gonna never feel like that. I think it was one sister said that, you know, she felt like that and she pushed through. She pushed through. She said because she remembered when her mother tried to seek the truth in religion. Just tell the truth in religion. All of y'all got religion. All of it is religion. I know we learned Jesus and God and stuff, but you know, if you go into heaven, that's where that white man is and stuff, you know, and that's okay with you. It's all religion. It's all taken from African, on the peripheral of African spirituality. That's where it's taken from. That's what you got to get back to, the African perspective of your religion. You got to get back to the spiritualness of you and our people. So, you know, learning all these things right here is just like what Black people gonna spend heaven. You're gonna spend your eternity in heaven with white folks forever and ever and ever. Ask your higher power, can you please know the truth? And they'll give you the answer that you can seek the truth. Because we're not supposed to live in this fear forever, you know. But see, you ain't getting the download and the answer to that because we ain't asked. We ain't never asked. Are we supposed to go to heaven with white folks? I ain't never heard nobody say it. I still haven't heard nobody say it. You know, I don't know. I don't think I'm the first one that said it. I just ain't found them yet. But no, we ain't supposed to go to heaven with white folks. That is like the dumbest damn thing. Why would Black folks go to heaven with white folks forever and ever and ever? They lying right here to your earth, to your face. And you think they're not lying about when you die? I mean, that's like taking your body, your soul to a whole new level. They want your ass forever, you know. Yeah, so I'm just of the opinion and stuff, Black people, don't go to heaven. Go farther than heaven. You don't want to be trapped in heaven with white folks forever and ever and ever and ever more. When you got a whole multiverse out there, you can be free. You can fly back and forth, honey. You can go to the 7th universe. You can go to the 3rd universe. Me, I'm going to the 12th universe. I don't ever want to see white folks no more. So don't. What I was telling y'all about Dr. Reverend Augustus, when he was saying that we could flip the seats or something like that in November, y'all. And I was wondering, well, what is this about and stuff? He probably didn't say it like that. I think he said we could flip the script or we could turn the tables or something. But I had wrote this down some months ago. Ooh, what is this? Oh, it's about the ancestors. But I had wrote this down a while ago because I don't know nothing about politics, and I thought it would be important. I think what he's saying is 3 House seats, special election coming up in April. Ooh, that's next month. This ain't what he said, though. He was just saying in November, we can flip the script. I don't know how in November, but we're going to have to learn how, because this time we're going to have to make sure that ain't none of this finna progress any longer. You know, what we can anyway. What we can. We're going to have to just hold it off and stuff. You know, hey, you got to stop. You know, so yeah, until we can't flip the script politically and stuff, you know, we need to do all we can. By then and stuff, ain't no telling what the loss gonna be that we done lost. Because as you see now, every day, Trump is passing something. They taking something, somebody losing something. Not just our people either. Everybody ass is. And see, the good thing about that is that we done survived a lot. We done survived a lot. That's why that resilience. We need to know. We ain't got to crumble because, hey, they took that job back. Fuck that job shit. Now you can really talk about black people and what black people need and what you know. You can really teach about black folks and stuff. I'm just saying. But in April, 2 in Florida, 1 in New York. If we can get those 3 seats, we can stop Trump because we'd have a majority. And if we only get 2 seats, we can still stop Trump because in the House, if it's a tie vote, the bill dies. Unlike the Senate vote. Now, I don't understand half of what that was, but I know it's important. So let me read again. 3 House seats, special election coming up in April. And that's next month. So 2 seats in Florida and 1 in New York. If we can get those 3 seats, the 2 seats in Florida and 1 seat in New York, we can stop Trump because we'd have the majority. And if we only get 2 seats in the House, because it's a tie vote, then the bill dies. So that's still like a win. You know, I didn't even write down who I wrote this from. But when we look it up, we'll see. It might have been Augustus, our brother Augustus Corbett. I don't know. It's so much knowledge being taught to us. It's just falling right in our lap. And it's not telling us. It ain't telling me to forgive and forget. It's not telling me to forgive and forget. It ain't telling me to forgive. All of this knowledge that's dropping right here, y'all. It's dropping like rain. All you got to do is hold your hand out. In like 5 seconds, you'll have a puddle full of water right there in your hand. You can just take you a drink. I mean, that's how fast information is falling. What is that, Myron? Y'all heard of Myron? Myron Golden? Yeah, tree. He said trees grow in 2 directions, up and down, right? You know a tree grow up and down. Well, it's got 2 systems. Down under there is the root system. And on the top, y'all, is the gravitropic system. Now, gravitropic is the root system because it grows towards gravity, down, away from the light. And the phototropic grows away from gravity. It grows towards the light. So yeah, trees got 2 systems, the root system and the fruit system. The root system is under the bottom. The root system is under the bottom. And the fruit system is on the top. Say this right here, the tree. There go Mary McLeod. Let's say this is the tree. This right here is the root, up under the bottom, under the ground. That would be the gravitropic system, the root system, the root fruits. Because, you know, roots go out. The roots, they grow out, you know, then they may sprout up somewhere else, you know. And then at the top right here where the tree grows up, that's the phototropic system because it's growing up to the light, you know. And that's kind of how people are. I got something on the wall in there that said people do 2 things to you. They can either help you grow or help you wilt or stunt you. They like dirt. It depends on which one that you know you in. If you in with bad dirt that ain't no good, you gonna wilt and die. You got to be around people, Black America, that think like you, love you, want the best for you, and they're not afraid to see you have it. They're not afraid to tell you. You know you dominate in that, don't you? You should put all your energy into that. You know, they're not afraid to tell you, wow, you a math wizard? You know, can you go ahead and get your channel? But teach me first, you know. And then when you get your channel, I'll join and stuff. You know, I mean, it's not against us to let us know where our strengths and weaknesses are. Because if you just ask me, I'm going to tell you. Yeah, you know, that wig is not suiting you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know, I just feel like we at the point now where we can't keep telling ourselves these lies and stuff, and you making life harder on you and me because we want to stay in this illusion. We're not gonna do it. We can't do it. What's gonna be the best of that? Make me think about that little girl. Her mama was doing her hair with all that weaving. The little girl was just saying, "You want to be Caucasian, don't you? You think you Caucasian?" You know, our babies are so impressionable and stuff. That's why we got this affinity, this fixation on Jesus Christ. Because as a kid, Dr. Frances Cress Wilson already told it, and I learned it. She said that we instinctively saw that white man, you know, in church, and we grew up with him, you know, and we automatically thought that that was God, and that's what God looked like. That's what God looked like. And so our white people, we unconsciously, you know, assimilate and summarize that as white people. And even the pictures and stuff, when you go to heaven, you know you're going to heaven as a white man and his white God up there and stuff, you know. And so looking at the historical facts, why would you want to do that? Dr. Ray Hagan's the one came up with that. Dedicated ignorance. Yeah, we must start the process of undoing or reversing the ideas and concepts that have been programmed into the minds of our people by the religious statements and church doctrines that have caused them to adopt a belief system that has resulted in their loss of contact with what's real, factual, historical, and spiritual. Historically, I ain't even talking about spiritual, factual, you know, and real in real life. I'm talking about history, the past. Why would you want to subject yourself to these same people right here with this same mentality? You haven't been proven nothing. Ain't no atonement been made. Ain't no sincere empathy been given, no sincere apology, nothing. So, you know, yeah, historically, why would you, Black people, want to go to heaven with white folks? I'm just saying historically. Why would you? And then when you think about it spiritually, why would you? Factually, why would you? You ain't got no facts what it's going to be like up there. I know the Bible told you that and stuff, but guess what my Bible said? My Bible said that, and the man that's in this Bible right here, that's Ilhan, some stuff that Ilhan Omar passed, like the HR 1364 Child Care for Working Families Act and the HR ES 75 strongly condemning the January 2019 terrorist attack on 14 Riverside Complex in Nairobi, Kenya. HR 1074 Protecting American Workers Act. It's a lot of them I have wrote down right here, just writing down stuff. But we're gonna research all of that and stuff. You know, I don't even know where that lady is now. Is she still even at the table? I don't know. We just got to start doing the knowledge and stuff, and that's so much right here. You know, it ain't no reason for us to spend our time and stuff on nothing else. I hope when you ain't here, you at another channel. If you're not at work, even if you're at work and you can listen, honey, put one ear pod in. Don't put both of them in because them ear pods, they connect. See, all up in there. So just work with one. You only need one. At least you ain't getting that full connection because them AirPods and stuff, that ain't good for us either. Ain't none of this technology stuff. Ain't none of this technology stuff good for us, you know. But to spend your whole life and your whole eternity being ravaged and, you know, just hated, yeah, you ain't got no proof that heaven gonna be all, you know, lovey-dovey for you with white folks and you gonna be on equal terms with white folks. This right here, my Bible. These are my Bibles, just like the world. Just like the world, let's say America right here. We got like 7 to 9 Bibles, I guess. I was like, damn, which one do I get? I ain't never read it, but I'm gonna get one that we can read because I want to go through them contradictions that I got on my receipt paper right here. But it's so many different Bibles. Shit, a few years ago, I read that they had, I hope it was satire, that they were talking about a Queen James version of the Bible. I don't know. I was just like, this is some bullshit. Damnest thing. You know, I'm just saying it's a whole lot of different Bibles. And I got a whole lot of different Bibles too. These right here, my Bibles. Yeah, all of these right here is my Bibles. I told you I had that big Underground Railroad, but I can't find the book. I just still got the cover. But I got this little book. And yeah, these right here are my Bibles. These got to be our Bibles. You know, I bought a little bitty Bible for y'all that I'll read. You know, I tried to read Genesis already. Can't even do it. You know, but and I'm just saying, have your Bible under your arm, and then you get our Bible, Black people's Bible, and you put this under your other arm if you must, because you're gonna have to start reading this Bible right here too. Now, granted, your Bible, white folks' Bible, you done read it and studied it and learned it, you done memorized it and stuff. So long as you keep it with you, you will feel safe. You should be good. Devote a lot of time and energy and effort to reading our Bible now, okay? I know I'm not saying take white folks' Bible away, because I know you need it. Black America, I know you Black Americans, I at one time too, just knew, you know, when my whatever happened. Food stamps were stolen. Remember we had them paper food stamps and stuff like that? Food stamps were stolen. Wasn't nothing I could do. My book of food stamp was misplaced. It was stolen. Somebody walked out with them. You know, what can you do? And just sitting there crying and praying and stuff. And then, wham, your mama, your grandmama, somebody, you open up the mailbox later. Oh, somebody gave you some money, helped you out. And you just fell on your knees thanking Jesus. I was just thanking Jesus. Oh, thank you, Jesus. This little $40 right here going to help me, you know. But who really came to your rescue? It could have been your ancestors. We just got to give some of our praise and our attention, give some of our credit to our ancestors. That's because of the Bible got you like that. The Bible got you like that, where you can't give nobody no praise. You feel like you're doing wrong if you give your praise to somebody else. But think about it. Everybody else giving their praise to somebody else. Everybody ain't giving their praise to Yahushua. Everybody ain't giving their praise to God, to Jesus. Everybody ain't giving their praise to just Krishna or Zoroaster or Buddha, you know, or Horus. It's a whole lot of them. So why do you feel like for you to say, okay, I'm going to give my praise to my ancestors and to my higher power? You doing wrong. You got to look at this in different ways and stuff. You ain't calling on, and then you can if you want to. Like, give your praise to Krishna and Jesus. I'm just saying. You know, I don't give my praise to neither one of them. I give all my praise to cosmic energy, because I don't have no box no more. I don't keep my higher power in a box no more. I don't know which one of y'all right. I don't know which one of y'all higher power is right. Because if you're taking me to heaven, I don't want to go. I'm not going to heaven. I'm not finna subject myself and trap myself in heaven with nobody. So yeah, while you got your Bible, your King James Version, your New Testament, or whatever it is, you know, that ain't even the Bible. That's one of the books, ain't it? But you know, it's the New Testament, the Old Testament. And you know, I'm just saying, get our Bible too, for your own benefit, for your own self. Ain't you worried about where you're going to spend forever and ever and ever? I know you said, yeah, as long as I'm in heaven with Jesus forever. Honey, you sure about that? Be careful what your ass is asking for, America. White folks ain't showed you nothing on earth in the physical that you should put all your trust, all your love, all your eggs and your sperm in one basket. I'm just saying, it looked to me like it's not what it seems. I know it sounds crazy. Who the fuck is she? Who taught her? History, reading, common sense. Common sense taught me that this Bible is just as worthy, if not more, than your Bible. Yeah, I said it. Yep, I said it. Tell me where in your Bible it's going to give you, Black people. I ain't talking about white folks and stuff, because they don't give a damn or a dollar for your ass. But tell me in your Bible, Black people, where it tells you to have some empathy for him. It tell you to stand up for him. Yeah, it tell you to stand up for him. It tell you to look out for him, to save yourself, your people, for him. I'm just saying, I know you're mad about it, but don't be mad at me. Be mad at your pastor. Be mad at your reverend. Because the truth that Bible knew, that your pastor knew your Bible had, they should have told you. Hell, his ass the one done went to the school. Yeah, I want to know what school it was that all the pastors went to. When we get to that part of the curriculum and stuff, I know I gotta write down a curriculum and stuff, because right now I'm just here to get myself easier. And where it ain't always I'm feeling anxious and stuff, because I'm finna come on and read, because it's different for me too. I ain't lived my life. I ain't even know about Ida B. Wells now. I didn't know about Frances Cress Welsing, George DeGraw. I didn't know about Mary McLeod Bethune. I didn't know about nobody. I didn't know about Robert Smalls and Harriet Tubman. I learned Harriet saved 300 people. Now I know Honey Harriet saved way more than 300 people. Harriet lived her life saving Black people. But I didn't know about all of this and stuff. And now that I am learning, no, I'm not thinking like other folks. I'm not thinking that I'm going to go to heaven and spend the rest of my eternity. You're a lie. You is a lie. And I can tell all of y'all that you wrong. I'm not wrong. Y'all wrong. We done sat here and I did it too, because I was ignorant. That's what Dr. Ray Hagins, the self-hatred that we feel towards each other, about ourselves. Don't want to see each other, can't look at each other. I don't even want to hear your voice. That's your mama you talking to like that. That's your family you talking to like that. It's dedicated ignorance. Right now, we so traumatized, we dedicated. Oh, honey, you committed. Your ass is committed to being ignorant. You refuse to even entertain the thought that, you need to separate from white folks on earth and in the afterlife. Oh, no, that's too much. Oh, no, face, I can't do that. I cannot imagine my life without white folks. Forever and ever. Yeah, it ain't hard to believe. Start reading your other Bible, Black America. This is our Bible right here. All of them. I know you don't want me to pick up that heavy Bible we got right there. Yeah, you go get yours and I got mine. Run and get your Bible real fast. And I got mine. Yep. See? Now we both got Bibles. Yep. If I could find that little bitty Bible, I would show you what I mean by you can keep your Bible under one arm, white folks' Bible under one arm, and our Bible under this arm right here. It's white folks' Bible because they done mixed it up so much. I think that was my problem. I had to get through all the contradictions so that I could get to the truth in the Bible. And I was just a little girl. I was like, shit. After I tried to annotate the Bible, I was like, no. My mama taught me, don't kill, steal, and destroy. And that was good enough for me right there. That was common sense would teach me, don't you go out there and kick that puppy. Why you gonna go out there and kick that puppy in the head? Why would you go out there and kick that dog because he on the chain? He can't go nowhere. They know he'll run off. They got the dog on the chain. Why would you go out there and kick that dog? See, your mama teaches you these things and stuff. Common sense. Being from the cosmos instilled us with this common sense. It's having the mentality that white folks got that we fucking up, that we can't be our true selves. It's because of white folks. So I want to let y'all know, Black America, go get our Bible too. You go get Black folks' Bible too, because you need it. You really do need it. It's a whole lot of people going to be upset about this, because how dare you tell Black people not to go to heaven? You ain't got no heaven or hell to put nobody in face. And they don't either. Sure don't, honey. What about that whole multiverse out there? Can we talk about a multiverse and not a universe? Can we talk about what's beyond heaven? Then I hear, oh, sister, I've been meaning to get back to my comments because you told me to listen to the pastor. I started listening to him, and I started taking notes too. I sure did. And I'm going to find it, and then we're going to talk about it stuff, because I didn't finish my annotating of it and stuff, And I just want to say that the pastor, I can't remember his name and stuff, but we already got a problem, because he didn't even want to talk about the expansiveness of the multiverse. It was too numerous. The stars, Oh, he was talking about the cosmology, the stars, and the ethers, and it was too big, and the stars is too numerous to count, and I guess that's why we ain't even gonna assimilate into our new perspective, because if we do, we getting outside of the first universe. If we do, and we got to stay inside the first universe so all of this can intellectually make sense. That's how the white folks did it. They had to make it intellectual so that you can make 2 + 2 = 4. Yep, and that's where you'll be at with that 2. And it is 2 + 2 = 4. You're right. And that's why they want you to stay right there in that first universe. Yep. But see, we got to think beyond that. Why is it just heaven and hell? Shit, I might not want to go to heaven with white folks. You telling me I got to go to hell if I don't want to go to heaven with white folks? Is that what y'all saying? Y'all God, y'all higher power is unconsciously is indirectly, I guess, letting y'all know. Ain't that bribing y'all? I mean, if you don't go to heaven, you got to go to hell. What the fuck? What? Where does Willie Brown fit in all of this? Where does Emmett Till, Mary Turner, Medgar Evers, Fred Hampton, where does anybody? Where does Jeff Brown fit in all of this? Jesse Thornton, where do they fit? John Hartfield, where do they fit in all this heaven? I'm just asking. I'm just asking because I told them that they ain't got to stay in heaven. They can leave if they want to. Yep, I told them, you ain't got to stay in heaven with white folks. You done suffered down here on earth. You done suffered the worst hell on earth. Willie Brown was laying on hell. That's your Jesus right there. When I said that's your Jesus, I was not lying, y'all. Look at that wood. You see that 2x4 under him? Do you see that 2x4 under Willie? Huh? That's your Jesus right there, Black America. So why y'all gonna trap him in heaven? I told them they can leave. I told them you can leave. There's a whole multiverse out there. You can go to the 12th universe. You can go to the 11th universe. And I told them to let me know if the multiverse is really all directions. Because see, this multiverse here, you can see it behind me. It's going that way. What if there's a multiverse going that way, this way, and that way? I told them, let me know. Because that's where I'm coming to. I'm coming where they at. We got some very intelligent ancestors. Some of them knew. I'm sure somebody. I want them just to let me know so I can tell y'all and stuff. Ask them to let you know. How many of them faces metamorphed into something we ain't never seen when it was approaching to cut him? How many of them seen that? And they said before they took their last breath, I ain't going with their ass. How many of them? Because we can't keep fooling ourselves that none of this exists, that none of this means something. I mean, why would your God, their God, and those of us, that was like in the South and stuff, only had Jesus and God. What was the loyalty to John Hartfield? What was the loyalty to John Hartfield? Let's just say John is in heaven. Let's say Emmett Till is in heaven, like his cousin said, that Emmett Till and Carolyn Bryant is in heaven together hugging. If that is true, where's the loyalty to Emmett? Oh, face, Emmett don't know. Because the Bible do say the dead don't know they dead. We're going to read it and find out. We just going to read it and find out. But I'm just saying, even if that is true, God know. Don't God know? Don't God remember what happened to Emmett? What, it's made okay because Emmett got a whole new, he ain't hurt no more. He got a whole new essence about himself. Is that supposed to make it right? Is that supposed to make it okay with us? That okay, well, Emmett is all right in heaven. He got a whole new body. He ain't in no pain. He ain't hungry. He ain't cold. He ain't under all that water. He ain't got that 100-pound fan on top of his little 14-year-old chest. Is that supposed to make y'all feel good, feel okay? Because he's new in heaven. Because y'all don't even remember nothing that he suffered on earth. He don't remember. So you say, oh, he don't remember. He made whole again. It's the God remember, don't he? You said God know everything. Y'all said God was just. You said he said that vengeance was mine. Well, when? Is vengeance his? When he make Emmett in Emmett's justification, his murder justified? I don't know. When do Emmett get his loyalty? Who's faithful to Emmett? I don't understand any of that. It don't make no sense to me. I wish I was still in the church. Maybe I need to go to somebody Wednesday Bible study class and ask some questions and stuff. Yeah, I'll wait till last and ask some questions. Cause I might need to ask first. Be the first one to ask my question. Because y'all done asked y'all same old questions over and over again. Well, what about what's finna happen now? What about it? What about it? It's finna happen. What's happening is happening. The only thing you can do, Black America, is prepare yourself, your families, and get right with your ancestors. Get right with your ancestors. That's the only thing you can do. Protect you, yourself, prepare for you and your family. So you can feed yourself. You can have your water and stuff in your house and your apartment and stuff. You don't need no entertainment. You got your books. We all need to have libraries at home so we can use our time for us. You know, throw all your Amelia Bedelia's, Helen Keller and all that stuff. Well, you might want to keep Helen Keller because I got her over there too. You know, I got a Helen Keller book over there. You know, I'm not cold-hearted to other people because we're not cold-hearted people. We just misled and our mind is just stuck in that circle right there because of religion. Religion has been a crutch, a vice on us. Your babies, Black America, ain't no sinners. White folks lied. Black babies ain't no sinners. Black babies came straight from the cosmos. The cosmos manifested that Black woman. Me, you, goddess. The cosmos manifested you. The cosmos don't sin. Y'all the ones said that God don't make no mistakes. Well, the cosmos didn't make no mistake when the cosmos manifested the Black woman and the Black man as people as the parents of all people. That wasn't a mistake. That's why they said that babies are born sinners, because it was you that had the first baby. It was you that are the parents of all people. That's why white folks said that. That's why white folks taught you that, Black America. Your babies ain't no sinners. We no good. We ain't no good. Who ain't no motherfucking good? White folks talking about their damn self. It's all good in Black folks. The cosmos don't make no bad. That mentality that white folks done gave you is what make your ass no good. Yeah, you forgiving and forgetting this is what make your ass no good, because now you ain't got nothing to hold on to. I ain't no bitter person. I'm not no mean, mad, angry person. No, but I know how I feel about this. I know how I feel about my people, about what's been done to my people. Maybe if I had seen white folks making some sincere atonements for what they've allowed to continue, maybe then, I wouldn't be so unforgiving. But now at this point, I ain't forgiving nothing. White folks haven't stood up, and some of them are standing up to let y'all know. But, and I just kind of feel like, hey, can y'all at least tell it, so it get our attention? I know you're saying what's right and you're telling us the truth and stuff, but stop sugarcoating shit for us. Stop sugarcoating stuff for us, because we out of time to be sugarcoated. We don't want no more sugar on this shit, okay? And you stop letting people do that to you. You start thinking for yourself. I don't know who's going to be the first one that you tell. Man, I'm really thinking if I want to go to heaven. That's kind of making sense to me. I don't know who you going to, talk about it with first. Your pastor, your spouse, your mama, your daddy. I don't know. Go listen to some history. Listen to our experts and our scholars. And, and ask some of them. Ask some people and stuff. Ask your higher power. Because that's the one going to give you the freedom that, it's okay. It's okay, my child. Do your research. Your higher power should want you to know the truth. Not the truth that white folks done taught you. Go to heaven or hell. Your higher power wants you to know you can go to heaven, hell, or to the afterlife. See, all of this is a lie right here. our hearts are wicked. Whose hearts are wicked? Whose hearts are wicked? My heart not wicked. Shit, my sister heart not wicked. Shit, she forgiving y'all motherfucking asses. Yeah, that's what sister over there doing, forgiving everybody. Look at Karen and Sabrina. Karen coming up, man, look at this right here. Is this you? Is this you, sister? I mean, she the one forgive. She like, Karen, you better get your motherfucking ass on away from over here with that shit, But no, I don't forgive none of their asses. I don't forgive nothing. This is where the wickedness is. We just seen the white man, was it yesterday? And the Young Turks. I give my shout out to you. All of you that's standing up for the truth for black people. It's time. It's time. You ain't got to fake the funk with us no more. You don't have to manipulate us no more. Y'all done, not you personally. T-E-T-T-Y-T, But if the shoe fits for any of y'all, then okay, wear it. Put both of them on, wear it, and tie it up. Because this is what you let happen to black American stuff. Now the whole world is on fire because everyone has let all of this transpire against black America. Black Africa. The whole world is on fire because of black America and black Africa. Don't act like you don't know. Don't act like, oh, no, that ain't why all this shit is happening out here. Why? Why else? I'm just asking, who else got all of these agendas on them? When we read about this book, The American Dilemma, it's a 1,408-page document on genocide. Genocide. Who do you think finna be in this? I'm just wondering, how much is this going to cost, ancestors? But they said, don't even worry about it, face. Just do what you're supposed to do. We'll take care of it when you see the book. When you see it, you see the document, and you need to get it, then let us know. So that's what I'm going to do. But when we read about this right here, who is this going to be about? So when you do got to put down a Bible, it don't need to be ours. It don't need to be black people's Bible. Yep, this is black people's Bible, y'all. Screenshot it, take a picture of it. Take a picture of it. This is black people's Bible. We got more than one. It is what it is. This is allegedly 2025. All this information is just being rained on you, black America, for a reason. I don't know what else to tell you. The true, well, I guess I can tell you the true purpose of religion because it is highlighted. Look at it. It's highlighted. It jumped out at me. Yeah, let me read you the true purpose of religion. I thought religion just had one purpose, and I thought that purpose was true. I thought it was heaven and hell. Who wouldn't want to go to heaven? Well, you don't go to heaven, you're going to hell. That's all I knew though. But now, honey, it's heaven, hell, and the afterlife. Okay? Yes. There's heaven, there's hell, and then there's the afterlife. For black people. White folks is not supposed to go to the afterlife. And I don't care what you say. If you can't see yourself in the afterlife without white people, then you just accept going to heaven. Because white people can't go to the afterlife. I do not believe it. White people can go to the afterlife. The cosmos did not manifest white folks from the cosmos. No, they didn't. And, as far as other people and stuff, other groups of people that, they honor and salute and praise Krishna and Buddhist and Hinduism and stuff like that. Maybe go ask them. Now, I don't know if they can go to heaven or not. I would say no. But, I really don't know because I'm just studying about black people and white people, But I know all of those religions and stuff, they going to heaven. So, heaven is heaven, But to get to the afterlife, you can't even be on that road. You can't even be on that road. Not going to heaven. If you plan to go to afterlife, you better take that detour. You better get on that first exit you find. I don't care if you end up lost. As long as your ass don't end up in heaven and hell, you'll be okay. Heaven and hell might be the same. I don't know. Ain't nobody came back with no pictures. Ain't nobody told us nothing. But let me just leave you with this right here because hopefully we'll get to read at least one or two of our heroes in more dirty little secrets. I know, right? But true religion, the true purpose of religion. Religion may be defined as a cultural, psycho-philosophical vehicle of spiritual and intellectual enslavement. Yeah, your mind. Your spirit and your mind is enslaved in religion because you can't get out. That's religion right there. Your mind is inside of that. You can't think outside of this. It's enslavement. Religion is a vehicle of intellectual and spiritual enslavement. You can't even intellectualize the afterlife if you're living in this right here. No, you can't even intellectualize it. You can't think outside of that right there. The afterlife don't fit in that. It won't fit in that. The afterlife is all of that outside of that circle, that circumference. And that came from Dr. Ray Hagen's right there. See? Dr. Ray Hagen's. The space inside this circle represents my realm of knowledge. All that I think I know about whatever I think I know is depicted right here within this circle. I must keep in mind that there is more to know than what is within the circumference of my awareness. Dr. Ray Hagen's. I didn't come up with this. All I do is take notes when I'm reading and learning and studying. That's all I've ever done. I ain't used it for nothing because I ain't never used it for my people. Our whole life we do things, and it's only until you are ready to use it for your people that it manifests itself as your true purpose. For me, So yeah, I got all this stuff right here and I'm just trying to make it more presentable for us because this is helping me. Yeah, I think it's helping me because I don't want to spend my eternity in heaven with white folks. Yeah, you damn right. I don't want to spend my eternity in heaven with white folks, and I'm not. I'm not going to spend it in hell. I'm not. White folks don't get to depict and tell me where I'm going to spend my eternity. How the hell you going to tell me I can't go back to the multiverse? I got to go back to the universe and just be there. And this man right here already done told in my Bible. See, I listen and learn about my Bible, what my Bible is saying too, not just yours. That little bit I tried to read in your Bible and stuff, honey, I couldn't come up with number contradictions. I got a whole receipt over here with number contradictions on it that we're going to talk about. But with my Bible, yeah, this man right here, he said one of the most profound scriptures, just like your scriptures in your Bible. One of mine says that William Joseph Simmons says he formed the KKK group in response to a spiritual vision of robed horsemen galloping in the sky, followed by a map of the United States. That's a scripture. That's my scripture, one of my scriptures in this book right here that I want to remember it word for word. When he traversed the realm of the unknown, wrested the solemn secret from the grasp of night, and became the emperor sovereign master of the great lost mystery. I mean, the great unknown mystery. Yeah, I'm trying to learn, the great lost mystery. Just like your scriptures in your Bible. I want to know my scriptures in my Bible. These what resonate with me. And to let my people know that, hey, I'm not saying that, I won't learn nothing from your Bible when we do read it, because I'm sure I will. Because it did come from the periphery of African spirituality. So I know it has some truths and some gems and some knowledge in it, I know that. And I welcome it and I probably will receive it, But you got to give our Bible, Black people's Bible, a chance too, because you are going to learn something out of here. Just like I may learn something out of your Bible, hopefully that I can use and I will use. You should learn something out of our Bible that you can and will use. That's the point of it. I ain't going to see nothing that's going to make heaven seem more enjoyable, going to make heaven seem more pleasurable, more worthy for me to spend my eternity up there. No, I don't think so. I do not think so. That's not going to happen. Not with me. Not with faith. No. And so anyway, y'all, let's finish this right here. There's two endings to religion. Yeah, see, we didn't create religion. Black people, you didn't create religion. White folks did. Black people have always been spiritual. We've always been a spiritual people. That's why William Joseph Simmons said he had a spiritual vision. Them people ain't spiritual. They ain't even got no soul. I didn't come across no soul, no spirit, not even no heart in any of these lynchers. I mean, these Klansmen, these Clanimals. I didn't see no soul. I didn't read about no soul. I didn't read about none of the white folks crying and feeling remorse and empathy and guilt. Not even the authorities. And you know, that was supposed to come and diffuse the riots, the massacres. But I ain't seen no heart. I haven't read no heart, no empathy, no spirit, no soul, no conscience. I ain't read about no communion with no higher power from these people. So why the hell is you gonna go up there? You still up there in heaven singing Kumbaya, Kumbaya, that song and stuff? And white folks ain't even got a conscience. White folks got you in heaven for a reason. Use your head. But these two purposes, these two endings of religion, one is for you, Black America, and one is for people that created religion, white folks. And they finna be the first one. The creator of religion, the cultural and racial superiority of the people who created it. Yeah, you seeing white folks that created religion, all white folks. Even the PWT. Yep, even the PWT. You see them as, more. You see them as creator-like. They pure, they innocent. You see them as God-like, Savior-like, the Savior. Because that's what your mind been seeing since you were 3 weeks old in church. Your mama didn't even wait till you got a month old, 30 days. Her ass had you in church when you were 3 weeks old, sitting up in there, and the chair was pointed over there to the white picture. Wasn't even looking at the pastor up at the pulpit. Your little high seat, your little baby seat, was pointed towards Jesus. And that's what we came to know and love, and that's it. And that's all. That's where we're going to be with him when we die, when we leave from here. But that's all wrong. Yeah, that's all wrong. That's what religion did to your ass. Yeah. Yep. It gave that racial superiority to the people who created it. And religion, the paralysis of analysis to those. That's Black people. That's Black people. See, white people, this don't affect white people like that because they're white. They're white. When they do get to heaven, they not going to be picking cotton. Your ass is. On the other side over there, y'all, it's not clouds. On the other side, it is not clouds. On the other side, it is cotton. White folks that believe in religion and stuff too, honey, and you know, Miss Sister, she loved church and stuff, and she, where you going? I'm going to church this morning. And she do. She can go to heaven. She not going to be behind the pearly white gates. She not going to be picking that cotton. Them robed horsemen that this man spoke about in our Bible, the Black people's Bible that we need to be reading now, today. Them men were going across the fields, the cotton fields in heaven. Who you think was out in the fields? I mean, just use your head, your mind. You got imagination. But see, religion, it paralyzed that. The paralysis of analysis, so you can't analyze. That's why you got to learn that your mind is in this, so you got to be okay. But okay, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna consider it. Just mull it over in your mind. Just think about it. Give it a chance. That's all I'm saying. Either you give it a chance or you just accept that, yeah, you want to. You want to spend the rest of your life in heaven. I know some of y'all gonna say it and stuff without even considering it. See, that's that indoctrination bullshit. I don't care what you say, Face. I'm going to heaven. I'm going to be with Jesus forever and ever and ever more. You sure wills. Your ass sure wills, honey. You can bet you believe that. Yeah, I have no arguments against that. Yes, you wills. Yeah, honey. You ain't getting no argument from me on that. Your ass going to be trapped forever and ever and ever. Sure wills. Hey, it is what it is. You just at least need to know that, hey, you got another option, Black America. Now, don't be a fool and a dummy, but if you is, you're going to be over there pretty much by yourself. Because a lot of Black folks, is waking up and realizing that, no, this shit ain't right. But see, people ain't put it together. What does it really mean? What does all of this shit really mean? What the fuck? Are we in hell now? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to heaven. I can't wait. I've heard some people say, I can't wait to leave this place. And I just be like, and go where? Where you, heaven? So now I'm having to let people know it's more than just heaven and hell. I don't have no problem with it. Get mad at me. Shit, I don't care. Hell, I'm just here to see you anyway. Shit, while we at the bus stop, or we in, yeah. I'm just saying. Just let us know that it's something other than what white folks have told us. Why do we think white folks just misleading us on earth? What the hell make you think they ain't finna mislead your ass into the afterlife too? In the other side. What make you think they not misleading your ass forever and ever and ever? You see, they were trying to keep you forever here. They gonna keep your ass enslaved. You, your baby, your baby's babies, your baby's babies, babies, your baby's babies, 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 everybody. Forever on earth. They wanted to enslave black people forever. Who got a mentality like that? I'm just saying. But let's really see the paralysis of analysis to those who believed in it. Black people, you are not the one that's seen as the racial superiority of between the two people, black and white people. It's not you, black folks. Now, black folks, white folks don't even see you as as intelligent. As white folks probably like, damn, they still don't know they're gonna be, slaves in heaven. White folks. Yeah, but ain't nobody finna tell you this. Because see, then that's probably when it's gonna be game over. Game motherfucking over. I don't know. You better start talking to people other than the same old people. I'm just saying shit here. It's allegedly 2025. So, in other words, religion's purpose is to stop the thought process, y'all. It's to stop your thought process. You ain't never supposed to think other than heaven, hell, white folks in your life forever and ever and ever. You ain't never supposed to think outside of that, but I'm not here to keep us inside of this matrix, on earth, and then let us think that it's okay to go to heaven forever and ever and ever with white folks. And white folks ain't even shown us no remorse, no nothing. Hell, white folks will do the same thing to us that they ancestors done to us. Yeah, they will. And society will let it happen. Society will let it happen. So, Black America, just really think about these things and stuff. I know I ain't put it politically correct for your asses, but hell, those putting it politically correct for you is fucking you up. They misleading you. They the ones not telling you the truth. They the ones not telling you the truth. And if it's got to be like that and stuff, I'd rather go with my own instincts. And what my own instincts tell me, I will not be happy. I will not be content. I will not be free. I will not be okay in heaven with white folks. Face won't. I will not. So yeah, I can't go to heaven, hell with white folks. No, I'm going to have to go further. And I just want black people to know that, yeah, you can decide to go further. You don't have to just go there with white folks. That's because them the only options they gave you. Them the options they gave to you. So, yeah, we're going to read at least one or two. We're going to read at least one or two because, I do want us to finish this book right here too, even though it is our book. Even though it is our book. Oh, the Old West. The show Gunsmoke, one of the longest running weekly television shows, featured Matt Dillon, a U.S. Marshal who brought law and order to the Western frontier. Since over 1/3 of the cowboys in the Old West was black, were there any black Matt Dillons? Yes, there were black lawmen in the early West like Bass Reeves, a deputy United States Marshal in the Indian Territory. He killed 14 men during his career and died in 1910 at the age of 71. Grant Johnson, a former slave of the Creek Native Americans and a deputy marshal in the Indian Territory, was appointed by the white hanging judge, Isaac Parker. Johnson was loath to use his weapon. He always tried to trick his target into being captured. He had been on the job 14 years before he killed his first man. He didn't even want to take a life. Robert L. Fortune, a deputy United States Marshal, patrolled the area around Wilburton, Ohio. In 1916, he moved to Phoenix, Arizona, where he was a lawman for another 20 years and made an unsuccessful bid for the state legislature. Francis T. Bruce, a Denver policeman and civic leader, went by the affectionate name of Daddy. He helped organize Denver's Black Masonic Lodge and was appointed a bailiff for the municipal court. Ben Boyer, B-O-Y-E-R, was deputy sheriff of Coaldale, Colorado. Yeah, you heard that right. That's Coaldale, Coaldale, from 1905 until 1910. A deadly shot, he carried a custom-made Colt 45 and could manage the toughest outlaw, the roughest outlaw. Black lawmen existed in the West, but do not seem to exist in television westerns. And they don't. Bill Pinkett got the only, I believe, black rodeo right today. Right today. Bill Pinkett. Where is it? That's the real McCoy. We got a book on black cowboys. Black cowboys for our daughters. This is the grandbabies books and stuff. But yes, all of this. We have no reason, no need to be outside of all of our abundance and prosperity, our gifts. See these right here, when you read this right here to the babies and stuff, whether it be Elijah McCoy or whether it be the Black Cowboys, what is that right there? Sarah Rector, whatever that is, whatever. You read to our babies and stuff, all of it is nothing but motivation. All of this is motivation, inspiration, strength, courage, knowledge of who we are, what's inside of them. Maybe then they'll start telling your ass, yeah, mama, I've been thinking about a whole new fruit. Yep, mama, I've been thinking about a whole new fruit. I done came up with a whole new system for this right here. That's when they'll start letting you know. That's when our babies will start letting us know. But see, we done dumbed us down for white America. Yep, we done dumbed us down for white America. Damn this thing. Yep. Okay, let's read this and then we're going to go. Because, I got to go. I can't be all day and stuff. I'm going to get it right. And when I come on and stuff, you already know you ain't going to have but time enough to get yourself together with your pen and your paper before we start reading about the knowledge. But I got a lot to say because, honey, it's been 43 years before I even talked to my people about us. So, secret protective organizations. Throughout American history, white society has hosted hundreds of legal and secret extra-legal organizations that terrorize Black Americans to maintain the racial status quo. And that's throughout American history, y'all. Centuries ago, the White Camellias, Black Horse Brigade, and the Knights of the Rising Sun, the White Brotherhood, and the Constitutional Union Guard, the Ku Klux Klan, and numerous similar organizations operated with near impunity to exploit, control, and kill African descent, people of African descent. In modern times, the nation is riddled with secretive white hate organizations such as the Ku Klux Klan, Neo-Nazi, Neo-Confederate, National Association for the Advancement of White People, Southern White Knights, Council of Conservative Citizens, and Women of Aryan Unity. Controlling or eradicating these secretive hate organizations has not occurred. White folks ain't got rid of these organizations. No, your ass sister married to Brad. Hell, Brad daddy, Brad uncles could be in these organizations. Do you know? You send your ass up, yeah, Sabrina, let's go on out. Let's go on out to the cabin. You don't even know nothing. It's right here in the book. Dr. Claude Anderson got 5 books, y'all. I got mine on Amazon for $100 plus tax. And of the 5, I ain't got but 2. And that's this one right here, and then Powernomics. But we gonna order all 5 of them again for our school, for here. I'm just saying, go get your 5 books from Amazon, Dr. Claude Anderson. Just put in his name, Dr. Claude Anderson. It's a 5-book. Start your library if you ain't already got one. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all do, because a lot of my mentors is on here that I'm learning from. So, if you can, buy the books and, give them to a family member that love to read. Shay love to read. I'm just saying, we got to help each other and stuff. The government has not tried to do so. White folks ain't. And hell, it's they sons, brothers, daddies, and cousins and shit. But white folks ain't told her son, Brad, you know I don't approve of that shit. That's what your great-great-granddad did. The shit was wrong. You're going to suffer in hell for it. You know, they ain't trying to tell their sons nothing about that, they nephews. That white folks ain't done nothing for this. The government ain't done nothing. So, you know, the government has not tried to do so because these hate groups have always had tacit approval and support from whites in authority. Rarely have members of these terrorized organizations paid a price for all the property, wealth, votes, lives, and hope that they took from Black people. And nobody ever paid the price. Only in a few instances have Blacks organized secret, non-social organizations to combat white terrorist organizations. To a great degree, meritorious manumission policies impeded Blacks from organizing and maintaining secrecy. Secret organizations, such as the Masonic lodges and Greek sororities and fraternities, are permitted to exist in Black communities because they are non-Black in origin and social in nature. They non-social in nature too, as well as being non-Black in origin. One of the earliest and truly serious proactive organizations was created nearly a century ago. In 1921, Cyril Briggs, Cyril Briggs, posted the organization's mission in The Crusader, a Black publication, which said, the African Blood Brotherhood is essentially a secret organization, though at present engaged in open recruiting in northern states. We organize for immediate protection purposes and eventual revolutionary liberation in Africa and other countries where Negroes constitute a majority of the population. Although there were numerous religious and social secret societies all over America, this was one of the few known groups that organized to physically protect Black Americans during the race riot periods before and after World War I. The Brotherhood was a prototype, you know it, was a prototype for the Black Panthers in the 1960s. However, the two primary barriers to Black people organizing secret protective organizations has been their unwillingness to confront white terrorism and to value Blackness. And we were just talking about the Black Panthers. Yeah, I'm going to have to mark this right here because these groups right here, I got a list of subgroups on the Ku Klux Klan too. And we'll be going over there tonight since we came across this right here because, you know, that goes back to what William Joseph Simmons said in our Black Bible, Black People's Bible, when he said that, you know, he revived the Ku Klux Klan, and then, you know, he traversed the realm of the unknown. Well, also, he printed his own flyers, his own pamphlets. And let me just read this right here, and then I got to go. And you know to keep a song and some gratitude in your heart. He wrote numerous KKK tracts. He wrote all his pamphlets, pretty much, you know, filled with breathless, confusing puffery, just bullshit. A pamphlet labeled The ABC of the Invisible Empire declared the Klan's goals were to shield the sanctity of the home and the chastity of womanhood, to maintain white supremacy, to teach and faithfully inculcate a high spiritual philosophy through an exalted ritualism, and by practical devotedness to conserve, protect, and maintain the distinctive institution, rights, privileges, principles, and ideas of a pure Americanism. You know, the KKK's mission was to save the white race. You know, yeah. And his Ku Klux Klan, the ABC of the Invisible Empire, I think is still active. We'll see on that list I got. We will see on that list I got if it's one of them that's still active. Because so many of them are still active. White folks haven't done anything to stop, you know, oh yeah, here it is right here. White folks haven't done anything to stop their motherfucking racism against Black people. You know, yeah, I'm just going to see if this is it right here. And maybe read off a couple of them. Because is his motherfucking KKK group on the list? I just want to know. Let's see. Oh, ABC of the Invisible Empire. Yep. Harrisburg. True Invisible Empire, Traditionalist American. Yeah, that's it. See? In Harrisburg. I got it highlighted. You can't see it. I'll show it to you tonight. So you won't think I'm lying and stuff. I will show it to you tonight. And you can remember that page right there. But yeah, it's in Harrisburg, I suppose. We're going to look and see. But then Harrisburg also got the original Night Riders, Knights of the KKK. You know, it's a lot of them. That's what these right here are. I did this about a month or so ago. I think I ended up telling y'all that these groups were still out here, these subgroups. But I really, you know, be like, because, you know, all of this is different for me too. It's new for me too. So yeah, you know, those of y'all that live in these places and stuff, wherever we live at, you need to do your research and see who is there with you. I mean, too much is being exposed for a reason to us, Black America, for you to be wherever you at in this country and not know the racial climate, the racial tension that's happening where you at and stuff. Your community may still be okay, but outside of your community, what's going on? You know, I mean, what's going on outside of your block? What's going on with your people across town? You got to know. You got to know. And with that, I'm just going to leave us with some happiness. You know, the sun is shining bright. Put your jacket on, honey, and go outside and get you some sunlight. Yeah, get you some sunlight and know that that sun is for you. Know that that sun is for you. Yeah. And I love y'all. And I'll see y'all later. And stay safe. Keep your eyes on the prize. Everybody else is. Let's be like Harriet. Whenever we see some injustice going on to our people, put your hands on. I'm going to put my hands on you. Because white folks, they out here, they testing it. They trying. You know, they going for our most humble, weak, you know, vulnerable. Some of our people out here, they too weak to fight back. How the hell they going to go out here and fight a 27-year-old white man that's filled with racist rage? You know, this is an old man, 64 years old. I mean, you know, when you see these things happening out here, don't just keep going and act like, oh, that ain't my auntie, that ain't my uncle. It's somebody's uncle being bullied out here, you know, and racism, we gonna have to let them know. Y'all ass gonna keep this shit going on and on and on. That's why we done with them. That's why we got to be done with white folks. You ain't got no reason. No, we ain't got no reason to be around each other no more. We ain't got no reason to be allowing you to not confront your own people about what they doing. Now everybody's out here in the uproar and raging and protesting because the immigrants, because everybody voted for Trump. The immigrants got to go. Everybody upset. They people is being hunted down and sent out of America. And Black folks are too. We got Jamaicans here and other groups of melanated people here that have to go back too. You know, go. You got to go. That's what everybody voted for. That's what y'all voted for. You don't see Black people crying and stuff. No, I got to leave America and stuff. Some of them upset. They disappointed. They, you know, going through. But it's white folks running, trying to get away. Yeah, you know, y'all peoples too. I can't say that man that was running because they got was he Chinese or something? And they got his wife and daughter, and he took out running live, talking about somebody come and save him and stuff. That man should have went with his family. Be with your family when they get sent back so that you know they safe. You know, that's all I'm saying and stuff. Because right now, Black America, we got to focus on us. Yeah, we keep giving up our abundance and our prosperity, our liberation, our freedom, because we keep giving up on us. And for some reason, we end up turning our focus, our attention, all our effort towards the bigger cause. Well, honey, it ain't no bigger cause than this. It ain't no bigger cause than this. You know? So, yeah, that's where I'm at and stuff. But, yeah, you know, keep a song in your heart. Keep your gratitude. And, yeah, we done started reading Lynchings in Duluth now. So I will see you tonight. Peace and power to the people.